These men have the most expensive houses, private islands, and wallets overflowing with cash. And guess what? Their wives are not just living the good life, but are the baddest and most beautiful women every man will kill for.
Oh, universe.
So kicking off our list is the stunning Belgian model Jade Foray. This girl snagged a contract at the tender age of 12, made waves with a Levi's poster on a towering building in Belgium. Fast forward, and she's now the better half of Arnaud Lagardère, the CEO of the multi-billion-dollar media giant MMB. Now, this guy's no small player. He once swooped in and snagged Warner Books, previously owned by Time Warner Bros., back in 2006. Now, when Arnaud first met Jade, he couldn't help but gush about her to the media. And then things got spicy when a behind-the-scenes interview of them getting cozy during a photo shoot found its way to YouTube, sparking a whirlwind of controversy. The French media even thought it was a publicity stunt, considering they'd known each other for a mere 6 months. Now, talk about drama in the high life. Now, next up, the ever-so-sensual Janet Jackson. Soft-spoken with her fair share of sexy moments, Janet's been turning heads for years. Now, about 6 years back, when she seemingly vanished from the spotlight, it wasn't because she was mourning her late brother Michael Jackson or losing inspiration for new music. Nope. Turns out she's living the high life as the wife of the dashing billionaire businessman Wissam Al-Mana. This guy isn't just any billionaire, he's the executive director of a conglomerate in Qatar running the show for Nissan, Infiniti, and National Car Rental. Oh, and he's got a stake in Qatar's Saks Fifth Avenue too. Like many guys around the world, Wissam proudly calls Janet Jackson his dream woman. Their life involves jet-setting to exotic places, seeking a bit of privacy from the media and his family back in Qatar. So, to all the guys out there holding on to the fantasy of dating Janet Jackson, well, Wissam beat you to it and made his dream come true. Talk about living the dream life.
Stay back. All right. Okay, here we go.
Now let's take a deep dive into the glamorous world of Christy Hines, the Australian model living large as the wife of Jim Clark, the Netscape founder. That's right, the internet trailblazer. Beyond strutting her stuff on runways with those envy-inducing long legs, Christy has sprinkled a bit of acting stardust and sizzled in Victoria's Secret catalogs. Now, here's where it gets juicy. Despite bathing in the sea of crazy wealth, they're just like us, navigating life's waves. Now picture this, a heated showdown in St. Bart's last spring with Christy caught in the middle of a clash between her husband and Ken Reeder, the big shot owner of Comanche and a top wealthy sailor. The reason? Still a mystery, but things got so intense that Christy decided to make a swift exit from the island. Cue the drama alert. And if that's not enough, they casually listed their $137 million Palm Beach mansion for sale last summer, adding another layer to their story. Built in the 30s, this isn't your run-of-the-mill home. We're talking 2 elevators, 6 bedrooms, and a living room stretching a cool 15 meters. Now here's the burning question for you. Who wouldn't want a taste of that high life in style? Ready to ride the waves with Christy? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's keep this conversation going. Meet Dasha Zhukova, the not-so-average magazine editor living a luxe life with Russian tycoon Roman Abramovich, worth a cool $8.5 billion, according to Forbes. Forget the ordinary love story. These two kept their marriage a secret for the first 6 years of their harmonious matrimony, making them the epitome of a discreet power couple. Reportedly meeting in 2005, they tied the knot a few years later, all under wraps, of course. Dasha isn't just mingling with fashion elites, she even attended Donald Trump's inauguration events, thanks to an invite from Ivanka Trump. Meanwhile, Roman, not to be one overshadowed, owns Evraz, a steel-making company in London, and is the big shot behind the Chelsea soccer team. But as expected, no billionaire romance is complete without a bit of a scandal. In 2014, Dasha faced heat after a controversial photo for Russian fashion magazine Buro 24/7 accused of racism. Quick with damage control, she released a statement insisting the photograph was taken out of context and intended as a commentary on gender and racial politics. It appears even the high flyers aren't immune to a bit of controversy.
Most importantly, not to damage the trash.
Fabiana Flosi enters the spotlight, the 38-year-old stunner living the high life as the wife of 86-year-old billionaire Bernie Ecclestone. Bernie, a heavyweight in the business world, owns a slew of companies, including the prestigious FIA Formula One World Championship, with a remarkable 40-year legacy in the game. Now here's where it gets lavish. The power couple's splurge of choice is a jaw-dropping £24 million chalet in Gstaad, Switzerland. Now talk about opulence. Their daughter, Tamara, takes it up a notch, residing in a London mansion with an astonishing 57 rooms, yet casually mentioning she occupies only 4. The epitome of excess, right? Kirsty Roper takes center stage, joyfully wedded to Ernesto Bertarelli, whose family claimed the 5th spot on the UK's wealthiest list in 2014, courtesy of the Sunday Times Rich List. Inheriting wealth from his grandfather's pharmaceutical legacy, Serono, Ernesto witnessed its transformation from an $809 million business in 1996 to a staggering $2.8 billion by 2006. Despite this triumph, he later sold the company. Now shifting the spotlight to Kirsty, she's no stranger to opulence. Her family owns a ceramic manufacturing business. At just 17, she clinched the title of Miss UK and even penned a hit song, Black Coffee, for the UK pop group All Saints. Known for her social prowess, Kirsty enjoys a jet-setting lifestyle with Ernesto, residing in multiple countries and owning residences in Switzerland, London, and Spain. Living the dream indeed. Elaine Andrijansen, the Indonesian beauty, ties the knot with Eduardo Saverin, a Facebook alum and billionaire. Eduardo, not your average billionaire, ranks 188th globally, is the 10th richest Latin American billionaire, and boasts a social media empire with a whopping 53 million shares of Facebook in 2015. Beyond social media, he's ventured into startups with Jumio and Quickie. Now meet Elaine, an Indonesian beauty with brains. Formerly a quantitative research analysis for Franklin Templeton Investments, she studied economics and carved a successful corporate path for herself. Now, rumor has it that their wedding featured the dulcet tones of John Legend, but the details and the location, whether in Bali or the French Riviera, remain tantalizingly mysterious. The captivating world of billionaire romance. Let the speculations begin. Now let's talk about Andrea Hissom, married to billionaire Steve Wynn. Often dubbed the American counterpart to Prince William and Kate Middleton, this power couple currently calls New York home. Now here's a quirky tidbit. Steve Wynn, famous in his own right, made headlines for accidentally destroying a Picasso painting when his elbow went through it while showing it to some guests. Talk about a splash of drama in the art world. Yet, amidst the high society happenings, Andrea adds her touch of grace to the mix as the beautiful wife of an older billionaire. The tales of love and luxury.
You can make their dreams come true. You do that.
Now let's dive into the world of Salma Hayek Pinault. Not just your average Hollywood beauty, but a former model, producer, and acclaimed actress. From iconic films like Frida and Desperado to family favorites like Puss in Boots and Grown Ups, she's graced the silver scene with her undeniable talent. But here's a real scoop. Salma is more than just a Hollywood star. She's the better half of billionaire François-Henri Pinault. With a daughter in the mix, Salma's not only a powerhouse in the entertainment world, but also a passionate advocate, raising awareness on violence against women and championing the cause of breastfeeding. Now that's what I call a multi-talented powerhouse and the beautiful wife of an older billionaire. And finally, taking the crown, we have Melania Trump, not just the First Lady, but the wife of billionaire President of the United States, Donald Trump. Melania stepped into the limelight at the tender age of 5, starting her modeling career, and by 16 she was making waves in commercials. Talk about an early entrant into the glam scene. After years in the spotlight, she earned a U.S. citizenship and played a pivotal role in her husband's 2016 presidential campaign. Now that's a journey from the runway to the White House. Any favorites on the love meter? Please do spill the tea with me in the comments, and remember to hit subscribe for more of these captivating stories. And please don't be shy. Share the glamour with your pals.